Boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Name that song in three notes. Do 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 do
Way
do.
down south and
No, 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 no.
no.
The Battle of New Orleans and
Ah.
Johnny Horton from way back when in the 1950s.
I thought I recognized the start of it.
Woke up this morning, and I don't even like that word, woke. It means something completely different than it meant.
Excuse me, I am so sorry. That just jumped out. Whew. I apologize.
It jumped out.
Please continue.
You get her a cough button, you know? You ever work radio where they had a cough button?
Yeah.
Well, usually I just like, but it just.
Today you inhaled the mic and did it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, woke meant something to me a whole lot different to me the first 75 years of my life. Anyway, I woke up, took care of the dogs and the cats. They were not woke. They were awake like me, and they make me happy every morning. I took a gander at the clock / calendar / thermometer, and it is already Monday. And it's still dark, mostly now. It was then. I looked at my critters, question, and they just looked at me, apparently wanting to know the same thing I did. What happened to the weekend? Seems like it was Friday, not that long ago. Saturday was a blur. Sunday, who knows? But I confirmed that it was Monday. Told my fur babies that it was indeed Monday. Got a collective moan from all of them. So we're off and running. Are we ready? I am the sometimes lost and confused sitcom. Anyone, something about old geezers and the way they get through the day? Lost and Confused, starring Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi. Oh, here come the haters. At any rate, in spite of what some people would prefer, I'm Rayford Brown, and we are live and local real talk.
I'm just glad to be back. I'm Chris Marks.
We're glad to have you here.
I'm the usual confused. I'm Lee Barrows. Good morning.
Do you have a
Between the two of you.
have you been to the drugstore a lot this weekend, getting Ben Gay and stuff?
No, not at all.
Not you. He's the one lifting all the furniture.
Oh, see, I'm just going to sit right over here and just be quiet. Go ahead.
No, you might have needed Ben Gay.
Why?
Why?
Did you do yard work this weekend?
No, that's going to be today and tomorrow. Get
Well,
ready
ask her
for the
tomorrow
rain
for
on
Ben Gay.
Wednesday.
Well, you could have taken a couple of doses of Ben Gay in advance for today and tomorrow, so you would, preventative medicine.
No, this girl's a yard princess. She rides. Mm-mm.
Actually, it wasn't that bad. You use dollies and what muscles you have, and
So
lift that barge, lift that bale.
Uh-huh.
Chris
Not to
helped
land
somebody
into it.
move over the last couple of days. So
Yeah,
You ever helped anybody move, and just as they got the last stuff packed in the trailer that we were moving, helping them move, they said, you know what, I think I want to stay here. No, you don't.
no, I've
Oh,
never
no, you
seen
don't.
that
Nope.
happen.
The trailer is hooked up, is headed north.
Well, the last time my sister moved, I told her the next time she ever moved, it would be into a nursing home because I wasn't doing it again. It was just too much.
Well, first of all, y'all know our buddy Marty, right? The man that has cooked a
Yes.
lot of dead pig over the years. He's also one of the professionals for the Dancing Stars of Onslow County annual event coming up. He's on the roster to take to the stage with more surprises in about 3 weeks at the end of this month. He's out riding his bike downhill today from the mountains, heading back home, raising money for the Onslow Victim Center as part of his contribution. I have a little concern about this year, though, with him.
Yeah.
He's turning a year older today, and he's stressing those dancing legs during his trek eastward. We wish him good pedaling, no drafting behind big trucks. Please, Marty, don't get out there and do that. Sometimes they stop and you don't. Stay safe, break nothing important, and happy birthday.
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Marty.
And by the way, for all you rest of you folks, he's married to our daughter. He's the father of our granddaughter, and all of that makes him our son-in-law. Could not ask for a better one.
I have to say, you are one lucky fella.
Yep, got that one right.
Marty's a good person.
Yes, he is.
Don't tell him.
No,
I'll go to his head.
He's a good junk talker too.
No.
Yeah.
and he's a good dancer, so y'all better get ready.
He can certainly shake them up. That's for sure. And he gets the crowd going. Okie dokie. I guess we put the business out of the way first up here. We're all too familiar with those waves that come off the coast of Africa, especially those that emerge during the peak hurricane season, of which we're in. The latest slipped into the Atlantic Ocean Friday and has been meandering towards the west-northwest for the past couple of days, moving a little faster than normal for critters that size and that young. The National Hurricane Center is paying close attention to this one. It's in an area where conditions are conducive for tropical development, and a tropical depression is likely to form towards midweek. And the closer it gets towards the end, the more likely it's becoming. Those spaghetti models, we don't discuss those as they are too often prepared by folks lacking much in the way of professional experience and training. But the National Hurricane Center is looking at the possibility of this system once there is a rotation moving northwestward in the beginning. The area of low pressure continues to produce a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms several hundred miles southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. Have you ever seen a really well-organized thunderstorm? They always seem to be disorganized, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. The system is expected to move quickly across the central tropical Atlantic, approaching portions of the Leeward Islands by the latter part of this week. Now, talking about speeding along, that's zipping for this early in the game for a storm. Mid-October, 1954 it was. Hurricane Hazel slammed into North Carolina, leaving a trail of death and destruction so much that it became the storm of the century for the 20th century. A good reminder, in spite of the storms we dodged this year, you may want to double check your emergency supplies, including non-perishable cans of food, MREs for those who may have some stash somewhere, and then look around your property now to see what you may need to spend some quality time with should we get it. Okay, we need to be ready. If you don't have a checklist already prepared, go to the National Weather Service or the National Hurricane Center and do a little searching. The basics will be included. You'll just need to do things that make sense for your family. We'll provide you with updates, but don't expect to see projected paths provided by some dudes in Europe. We don't work that way. They call them spaghetti models. Some people do it because it looks like a bunch of spaghetti straight. No, they're just throwing crap on the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah, I realized how many different spaghetti models are actually. I mean, there's obviously the ones that we use and trust.
GFS,
but
the Euro.
I don't trust any of those.
There's actually a German spaghetti model they put on there.
Yabo.
There was one I used to post every year. The whole page was nothing but lines everywhere. It was
no, and
funny,
if one of them was right, you'll be lucky.
yeah. Well, yeah. Already,
all of them will be
Chris,
right at some point in time because the storm will pass one of those paths.
I say this to my friend Chris because he gets on social media like I do. And already we have meteorologists from different television stations, et cetera, all saying like, you know, all this doom and gloom and it's coming and da-da-da-da-da.
No.
And like I go to the National Hurricane Center's page and right now they've got it this far. Nowhere else, just this far until it moves a little bit more.
Where the X is the only thing that they can tell you for sure.
That's right.
You will see a big old cone out there, and someone will be, oh, it's turning, it's going to come our way. No, the areas for possible of not path,
right,
but the area where it could be, because this is where some low pressure is. This is an area where there's low pressure, which is going to attract a storm.
Right.
Maybe. Not all of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's way too soon right now. Way too soon.
Those areas of low pressure, they come and they go, they move, they meander, just like the.
But one thing I
storms
do know for sure, we're having king tides right now in this week.
Yeah.
So
that's what Joe down there at Emerald Isle said this morning.
Yes.
He said it was way up there. It was too high for him to even get out on the beach and walk.
I hope the Black Pearl survives. It's about the last one out there.
All for our ham radio buddy, Joe.
Yes.
At the borough. When he said he couldn't even walk the beach this morning, he and his wife Robin get out and walk. virtually every morning of the week.
Yes, they do.
And I said, well, I've got two things. One, some waders, and the other, some dive gear. If you want it, you could you borrow either one of them.
Yeah, Lee, you're talking about the Black Pearl.
Yeah.
I saw last week two homes.
Skybox fell.
Was it the skybox that
Yes, that was the last one to fall.
fell? Yeah.
That was the one right out there next to the Black Pearl. And they've both been there for since the 80s. And it was so sad. It's so sad to watch those homes fall into the ocean.
It is.
It could be worse.
Somebody could be in them.
Yeah.
No, this home could fall into the ocean. That would be really bad.
Well, another 4 years from now, you may be waterfront. You never
Tell you
know.
what, a lot of the beaches along the North Carolina coastline that had streets that started out with Water Street, with a row of homes, Front Street or whatever the next one
Right.
was, First Street, Second Street, and the further inland you got, and some of those at Fifth Street that was Fifth Street,
Right,
still is Fifth Street, but there's oceanfront.
right.
The other have been washed away. Down at Oak Island, there's some places like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were down, a month ago, my sister and I, we went to Oak Island in Southport, and there is no dunes. There's hardly any dunes.
Mhm.
Homes right there on the beach. And we were like, if we had a big storm come through here, it would be devastating.
Yeah.
On Camp Lejeune, where they used to have officers' cabanas and big officers' houses.
I
remember those?
Yes.
Talking about the Onslow Beach?
Yeah,
On the base side.
Yeah, and they're all gone. They're not going to rebuild them.
Mhm.
Everything now is over on the sound side.
Oh, wow.
Much better.
Yeah.
I never did one. The ocean itself is great to be on or under, but living on it, first of all, if you got a house there, you got sand in your house all the time.
Mhm.
There's no way open the door, the wind's going to blow some sand in, right? It's
Yeah.
like the desert or something. Why not live over there on the intercoastal side, and you got a dock for your boat, and
Mhm.
you can walk across the street if you want to go and spend some time burning your buns in the ocean, in the sun, right on the sand. You can do that. Or you can go over there and surf fish. Or you can get into your boat on the intercoastal side, drive around to the inlet, slide out, and go fishing.
Yeah.
And then wave at all those silly people up there on the beach as you go by. Hey, don't you wish you were out here?
There's something for the sound of the ocean that helps.
Oh, it's all.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. It's
Mm.
All
calming.
that stuff that I get.
It's
And
very
on the sound,
calming.
you could hear it, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And and in the late evening or late afternoon and evening time, even in the heat of the
Mhm.
summertime, you open your windows and let that breeze blow straight through. If the house is built correctly, there will be a breeze because that house becomes sort of a breezeway, and it creates breezes come through. Oh, I can stand up against a wall and go to sleep.
Well, let's talk about the biggest news of the day that happened Friday night.
We're going to
Bad job.
Jacksonville, went over to New Bern, and there's somebody, not to call his name, that
Wait a minute.
predicted it was going to be a really, really close game, and we might not come home with a victory in Jacksonville
Well, even sports guys can
'Cause-
make a mistake.
because it was
Yeah.
homecoming night for the New Bern Bears.
Yes.
I'm sorry, y'all should have known
No,
better.
you're not.
67-34. I will say it. Jacksonville won.
Jacksonville High School Cardinals did great Friday night. We were proud as peacocks, spoiling the homecoming for the Bears. Ended up, like you said, 67-34. If they had just made that extra point, it would have been 2-1.
Yeah.
But they missed an extra point twice. The
But-
thing is, the Bears played a great game, to be honest with you.
They're great.
Made some great plays with 34 points on the board. Any other time, that would have been a winning score.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
But their defense just is not going to hold our offense because we're pretty offensive.
Well, the
Did I
first
really
quarter,
put it that way?
I know what you
Yeah,
meant.
that first quarter was like 30 minutes long.
It was.
I was just
I
like,
said,
something's wrong with the clock.
midnight. My God, we're going to cross
We're gonna
over
be
to
out here
another
all
time zone in a little while.
Right,
You
right.
remember 2 weeks ago, Chris said when the Cardinals had that week off, the time to fine tune and get things going. Well, like they fine tuned real
They did
well.
something.
Yeah.
Normally, by the time they would have reached 50 points, they would have been zipping on through the game. No timeouts, no nothing, right?
Running clock.
Right.
Dubern is a powerhouse. You give them just a slight edge, and they could have put some points on the board. So the Jacksonville defense did a really good job. You say a good job against 34 points? Yes, it was a good job because they kept them to only 34 points because they had a powerful offensive team as well. We just came out on top. Mighty proud of our Cards. I'm proud of the cheerleaders and those fans who, like my wife, Robbie, Lee, and me, all Cardinals from years ago, made the trip to cheer them on. And speaking of the cheerleaders, those great women we have on the field, they weren't the only ones pulling for the Cards. The most entertaining bunch of fans sit at most of the games right behind us.
My people.
And they keep us in stitches. They've got their own version of cheers, loud, proud, and best described as for adult ears only. Glad they don't have megaphones, is all I can tell you.
They didn't need them.
There'd be a hoot on the sideline with pom-poms during halftime. I'm just saying. Give those ladies some pom-poms and let them slide out there during the halftime. And
I just love them. They are so funny.
There were people in front of us. We were near the top, right in front. Holy moly. I've never been in a crowd of funnier fans in my life.
They were a hoot.
It's not the first time we've seen them.
Yes. It's starting to be a thing now.
They sit at a different spot than we do at the home games. They need to move on down to where we are because I want field advantage for the camera lens. That's what I'm looking for.
They were funny. They were cracking us
And you know
up.
where I sit, right? On the 48-yard line, generally.
Yes, exactly.
48 yard.
48.
And they're right on.
There.
I think at the Jacksonville games, because where we sit at, there's not a whole bunch of space.
No.
But they sit right across from us on the aisle there. So they're up there too.
Behind us.
When we were at East Duplin, they were right behind us.
They were.
And they had
I think they were behind us in North Side.
And North Side too. Yeah. They are hysterical. I love those ladies. I love them.
Bring it on. Y'all need to rest up.
And the poor refs, if the refs could only hear them.
Oh, yeah.
The whole side probably get kicked out. But you go, girls.
We'd be responsible for about 140 yards of penalty just because of the fans.
I love them. I love that.
Okie dokie. Other than we'll get into what else is going on in the rest of the world. And feel free, y'all. 910-333-0139. Ring us up today when you hear something that you disagree with. Ring us up if you agree with something we say. Or ring us up to say, hey, how are the biscuits? Let's ride out first to the blue water where the big fish are waiting for you, out to 20 nautical miles. Questionable boating weather for at least part of this week. Easterly winds 10 to 15 knots today, seas 3 to 5, 8 seconds apart. Sounds and rivers of moderate chop. Tomorrow, easterly winds about 10 knots, seas 4 to 5, 2 to 4 near shore. Sounds and rivers of light chop. Wednesday, winds from the south 5 to 10, seas 2 to 4, sounds and rivers of light chop.
Today will be mostly sunny with a high near 84. East wind 5 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 63. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 82. And Wednesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 84. That's something we haven't heard lately. A chance of showers and thunderstorms.
I think we're 4 inches behind. Or on the
yeah, or at least we're out of the drought.
We might catch up next week. So hang in there, y'all.
Yes, we may get plenty.
A Catholic high school up there in Greenville.
Mm-hmm.
They've hired a security company to help protect students and staff. The result of that deadly shooting at a Minneapolis Catholic high school during the summer months. John Paul II Catholic High Principal Katie Stanley says a professional security company is providing more safety on their Greenville campus. Stanley says the change was made in response to that shooting that killed 2 and left more than a dozen with injuries. She added that the new initiative will add onto safety policies and procedures already in place at the high school and help them be more proactive.
Mhm.
I'm assuming that the counties and the counties are not responsible for providing resource officers and that kind of stuff. So at Catholic churches, are they more? Would you describe them as a soft target?
Yes, and because of where they're located has a big has a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Where Greenville is located?
Well, not so much. Well, where the actual church property is, because most of the high schools. I'll give you an example. Infinite Prague, the church, the campus, the lower campus, and the upper campus are all within a mile of each other.
Mm.
And it also is the hub of a lot of activity. But
isn't it more difficult to protect them if they've got different parts of the school campuses at different locations?
No, we have, and I actually lead our parish council on security, on our security issues. And we have had security, and it may be the same firm, come out and do an assessment at our parish, and we have things in place for it, and we're continuing to add more and more security for it because of such issues. Years ago, no church, I don't believe, would have had to ever think about what we have to do now.
Not many years ago, but this has been going on for quite some time.
Yeah.
And people, oh, well, why is this country? Why is it this country? No, it's not. The first time I started hearing about some massive shootings on school campuses and murders on school campuses, many of them involved machetes in Africa. I read this one story decades ago, about the minister, not at the school, but the minister at the church, whatever church it was. Under his robe, he's got a gun. He's carrying a gun. The preacher's carrying the gun. He's a pistol packing preacher. Seriously.
Pistol packing preacher.
When did it get to be this way? It didn't start in this country.
Oh, no.
Y'all don't, those people that are on those stupid sites, they're blaming it all on this country. We're the violent ones. My God, we were not as violent during our Wild West days as what's going on around the world today.
Just take a look at the Middle East.
Yeah. We'll talk about Hamas.
South Carolina State University had to go on lockdown Saturday night. One killed and another shot. And there's shootings out there.
At the university?
At the university.
Was it
Yep.
was it school related, or was it just something that happened on the campus? Campuses are generally, our college campuses are generally wide open. You got people from everywhere.
Yeah, right. As of 9:30 yesterday morning, the campus remained secure on lockdown, was accessible only to students, employees, and investigators. The shootings happened during South Carolina State homecoming weekend celebration. Following the gunfire, a planned homecoming concert for 10 p.m. Saturday was canceled.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I mean,
did they get the guy or guys?
I do not believe so. The victim who died in one of the shootings was a female visiting South Carolina State, and another one was a male who was shot, was also taken to an area hospital before he was airlifted by helicopter to another. And as far as I know, there has been no arrest according to the last report that I read. So nope, no arrests have been reported, but the shootings continue to be investigated by SLED.
And Rayford, you mentioned St. John Paul in Greenville. Yeah. And of course, we have Infinite Prague here, but there's a lot of private schools and religious hearing.
Academies, yes.
And so when I go out for Crime Stoppers and visit these schools, they have almost the exact same system to get, to try to get in. You have to press to get recognized and get buzzed in. and things like that. But the churches, there is a very big one, because I get an opportunity to talk to other leaders of some of the other churches in their denominations, and their parishioners know before they walk through the door, there are people armed at the door. That's a good deterrent for someone with a gun, not with a car.
It was, cars are, you need those big poles in front of the buildings.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, by the way. Railroad ties, not ties, railroad, old railroad tracks.
Yep.
Those things are great. You don't get through them very easy. But it's a shame that it's come to that. But they do that in front of grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure it's for the pedestrians that are out there that accidentally or whatever. I know in some of the islands around the grocery store, that the distance between the upright there's not enough to get the grocery carts through.
Yep.
So many people steal grocery carts, and they just say, well, you're going to have to lift it up and over if you steal it from here.
Wow. Real quick, we just had a report come in from one of our listeners that I'm going to read it like he wrote it. Pickup truck and utility trailer turned upside down on Highway 24, and it's right there by Humphrey's Farm Store. Traffic is moving real slowly. Don't know
Which
about
lane?
Injuries. Does not say. Maybe they will.
Okay. If you guys will let us know if this eastbound has a sheriff's office put out anything traffic alert.
Nothing yet.
No.
Okay, we'll keep our eye on it. If you're out there on 24, you're traveling in those directions or whatever, if you got some information about that, holler, let us know what's going on.
Let's see.
We'll have to know from you.
Anything's on the road.
And if you just call us and tell us, it's faster.
Okay, I have more information. On Highway 24, headed towards Piney Green from Hubert.
Okay,
Looks
that's
like
the
a-
westbound lane.
That looks like a collision between a car, I'm just going to say car, and a pickup truck carrying a trailer. Everyone looks okay.
And collision, did you say it overturned or did I?
With the message I got from one of our listeners said overturned.
Okay.
This one right here didn't go into, spent more time describing the vehicles, which I will not do.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that because we don't want to alert and scare people.
Right.
But-
Everybody possibly being a relative or a friend or whatever.
If I can do a follow-up to your
Yeah.
point about the security at the schools, I've got a story came out last night about that shooting in Alabama yesterday.
Yeah.
I think it was, and
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
but the targeted shooting brought people. What I heard was people started pulling out their own guns, starting shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
First of all,
what did I?
First of all, you got more pieces of lead flying through the air. It's going to hurt somebody that you don't intend to hurt. You don't need to hurt. And your gun, for you concealed carry, folks, your gun. You are not a police officer. You're not a sniper. You're not an offensive lineman. You are a nothing but to defend yourself and your family. That's what the purpose, that's the originally intended purpose of you being able to carry a gun. Let the guys who are trained, the ones who charge into battle, that's what they do. They go through lots of training to be able to do that. And here's the other thing. If you're out there and you're shooting, you are a bad guy to the good guys when they arrive. You might get shot. They're not going to stop and ask a whole lot of questions. I can tell you that from experience. No, if you got the gun, you're the bad guy.
And this is what the police chief said. An exchange of gunfire erupted. When that exchange erupted, multiple people in the crowd, because it was a crowded area, pulled their own weapons and started discharging. What a chaotic situation. First of all, who are you shooting at? Do you know? And
you might be shooting at another good guy who's pulled out his gun, who's shooting at the bad guys. So y'all need to be stupid, not be stupid. Just put your guns away or put it in your hand and back out of the area. And there's the first thing you do. Find cover.
Yeah, Chris,
See
did you watch the press
shelter.
conference?
I didn't watch the press conference. I watched
was mad.
I
to
watched
put it
the-
in better words.
Who
I
was
watched the
The
chaos.
police chief.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, while I was talking about the news conference, when he got on there, he said, first, I'm going to start off, and I'm just going to tell you how mad I am. And it just went from there, and he was furious. But
It's not the guy that you interrupt.
yeah.
When
I'm
somebody
like,
starts out like that, don't interrupt them. Just
right.
let them vent.
It was a 17-year-old Jeremiah Morris and 43-year-old Shalonda Williams that passed away. And
So who are the bad guys?
I don't know that they've got him yet. He said 5 of the injured were hospitalized with life-threatening injuries, and the remaining 7 had injuries that weren't considered life-threatening.
What was the event? Were they at some kind of an event?
It didn't go into that.
The news that I watched didn't say there was an event. It was just
Wasn't it
downtown.
Was it at a shopping center? Where was it?
It was a crowded downtown nightlife
Yeah.
district in Alabama's capital city.
Well, I think alcohol probably was involved. And the only reason I say that is because there was another incident, although this wasn't guns, it was alcohol related and using knives, and had to do with a former quarterback for the NFL turned sports announcer. It's just,
Yeah, he got knifed.
well, he got knifed because he was charged. The driver of the truck
saw
wasn't
that.
charged. The quarterback, who was in the hospital still, he got charged with battery and drunken disorder.
Going back to Alabama real quick. This was shortly after the football game between Tuskegee University and Morehouse College. So I'll just watch it on TV.
And I'm afraid that a lot of people who are survivalists like me are like preservationists, not survivalists. It's even at the ball game the other night. Yes, I'm going. Thank you, by the way, to the Craven County Sheriff's Office.
Yes.
Had some of the most polite, whatever. They were
Thank
great
you.
guys.
Yes.
Polite just should have been written on their uniforms. We
Thank
are
you
polite.
for mentioning that.
And sheriff and chief over there, I know both of you, the chief deputy.
They were exceptional.
They were really above and beyond.
Yes.
By just being friendly.
Yes.
Not anybody. Matter of fact, get your butt in here. Hurry up, do this, do that. Because they were the ones. The deputy was actually the one there checking people in as they went through the gate with security, as far as whatever they're carrying, yada yada. Checked everything. Checked me. I'd turn around and go back to the car.
Yes, he did. And I was like,
You had to go back to the car?
I did.
he had something in his pocket that he forgot to take out.
Snickers bar?
Close, about the size. a
And
little heavier.
I looked at Robbie. I said, "Where did Rayford go?" Oh, he had something in his pocket. I said, "Oh my God!" I figured it was your switchblade because
I don't carry a switchblade.
or your knife, whatever.
I didn't have my knife. My pockets are set up in a way, right? I carry certain things in my left pocket, certain things in the right pocket. That's just the way it is.
That's what I do.
I know in my right pocket, I got to take this out, and I know what it feels like. I'll leave it in the car. In my left pocket, I got to take this out, and I'll leave it in the car.
Yes.
Except I didn't find it wasn't in my left pocket, so I said, okay, I left it there already, not a problem. But I do a pat down on me on the way to the ticket counter. Oh no! When I reached in to take all the stuff so it could be screened, I'm like, oh God. I'll be right back. Just a minute, hold my place. So he kept all my stuff down at the end of the table. I said, I'll be right back. I did.
Were you able to smuggle in your popcorn?
Oh, no, we bought popcorn. We didn't get
Where do they rank? Where do they rank?
Right at the top. Well, they're even with Jacksonville.
Yes, very good popcorn. It was good.
Yeah, not as big as the bags we normally take, but we'll get back on track here in the next couple of games.
We had it demolished before the end of the long first quarter. Our popcorn was done, and I will
Literally,
say
it was 30 minutes in that first quarter.
Yeah.
Nice school. I love the way they have their field set up, easy access. It was easy getting our refreshments, the popcorn. I love the ramp that they've built going up to the stands. That was really nice. Well done, New Bern. Well
It
done.
did say slippery when wet, and I said somebody's going to be up here when it's raining, but that's beside the point.
It could happen.
It could happen.
Could be a cloudburst.
My dog eats his
out of
food
nowhere.
now.
Yeah, I think so.
My dog eats his food now.
Oh shoot, that's what it is.
Not that food.
No, that's why he's over here and trying to get up on the
It's
store.
behind you.
Oh. Come on, baby.
Don't give him that blue bag.
Okay. Now,
Happy now.
comments, not for me, from a Portland cop. Were the comments that he wrote in an email intended to blame the victims who were protesting the anti-ICE protesters in Portland? Okay, here's the situation. The email was from Sergeant Andrew Braun, criticized 3 people he described as counter-protesters who were assaulted during a protest of immigration federal agents outside an ICE immigration facility. What did we talk about Friday? You weren't here. People who put themselves in certain situations to antagonize the other people to get something to happen, yet they're called agitators. I don't care how else you look at it. It's just like that thing in a washing machine. It goes back and forth and agitates, right? There are people that will go in there by their mere presence, and what they say and do can create a scene or create a situation that, while it was just the opportunity was there, and they did it. They were there, 3 of them. And that's not the first time they've had interaction with the opposing team. Portland police have been restricted as to what they can actually do to assist fellow lawmen who are arresting illegal aliens, many of them convicted felons, who await deportation hearings. Now, get the scene. This is happening all over the country. The feds are picking up illegals. Some of them are felons already, but they're picking them up. They're transporting them to places to hold them for possible deportation hearings or for direct deportation if they've already had their warnings in the past. Here's a plane. Goodbye. I'd give them a rowboat and stay at 1 oar. Go around in circles. But anyway, Sergeant Braun's email, presumably to his command staff, was added in Oregon federal court in the state of Oregon's lawsuit against President Trump. Not really sure how that plays into the suit, and not sure whether that was the intent of Sergeant Braun. I said it last week. There are times when your presence or your actions, you can provoke things that would not happen otherwise. As I had pointed out, I was at a Klan rally at a cross burning, not because I was a member of any organization except the good guys, but I was on the inside so I could do my thing. If a black guy had walked into that situation, things would have gone really bad. Mm-hmm. Now, if a guy wearing a Klan outfit, a robe, walks into a black church during a Sunday congregation, it's on you, buddy. That's all yours.
Talk about
that is all you.
guns coming out of pockets.
The sergeant's email seems to highlight my same feelings to a point. Don't get carried away here. He says, these 3 counter-protesters continue to be a chronic source of police and medical calls at ICE. However, the sergeant's email is no excuse for police not responding to the calls of violence for assistance. His duty, the police duty, is to protect the counter-protesters, as he calls them, as well as he protects the protesters. Yeah, they're stupid. The protesters are stupid, in my opinion, as well. And when you have stupid versus stupid, you're going to have flames, and it's going to be a problem. It's not only in Portland. Anti-ICE protests are in several places across the United States at the same time. On Saturday, federal agents were rammed, boxed in by 10 cars near Broadview, Illinois. Anti-ICE crowds have been gathering there for days, and nearly a dozen people have been arrested. Earlier in the summer, President Trump deployed National Guard troops to Los Angeles in response to immigration enforcement protests. On Saturday, here's where it's going to get nasty. On Saturday, a federal judge in Oregon temporarily blocked the Trump administration from deploying the National Guard in Portland as part of the lawsuit brought by the state and city. Okay, here's my question. Y'all, you, both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I got concerns about a federal judge or any other judge blocking actions by a president unless those actions are unlawful. Can a judge stop a president from using his legal presidential powers? Not everything a president does has to have anyone's approval. You don't have to go to Congress. Congress has to declare war. The president cannot. However, a president can order military strikes against our enemies for defensive purposes or in retaliation. It happens. We do it regularly. We are attacking a group of individuals that we have claimed are terrorists. If you don't believe it, go to YouTube and watch the actions of our not ICE. They're not looking for immigration problems here. They're looking for drugs. Coast Guard attaching itself to units of our U.S. Navy. Our Navy cannot arrest or interdict as far as drug smuggling is concerned. You put a cop on board, that's a coastie.
Mm-hmm.
You put a cop on board on the naval ship, and they are now under the law enforcement, have the law enforcement capabilities of the U.S. Coast Guard. And he can use whatever resources are necessary. And they're doing it. They picked up, I forgot what the short period of time, $480 million worth of dope. They got
Wow.
34, as was pointed out, not just hacks that the cartel is using to smuggle dope. These guys are high-speed boat drivers. They're not just a guy off the street. They're running small boats, running 60, 70 miles an hour. They have got they got what they call them submersibles, submarines, but they only go down most of the boats underwater. A little bit of it is above water, so he's not strictly a submarine. But they've got to have very skilled operators to operate those things, or, they go, blub, done. But these are the people that our coasties are arresting. They're highly trained members of the cartel. So we're interrupting them left and right, plus seizing a lot of their assets and sinking a lot of their boats.
Yeah.
Those boats are expensive that they're sinking. Set them afire. We can't tow them in. Don't have the time. Those ships, the naval ships, the coasties, they stay at sea. They don't come ashore right away. By the time some of their prisoners get back to shore, they might be pretty seasick. Coast Guard is not known for just sailing in smooth waters. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
They go wherever they have to go under the worst of conditions.
Not for me.
No.
No.
You got some boats that will actually roll over completely. Did you know that? Surf boats. They seal them and they run into god-awful waves and the boat will roll over, but it always comes upright. But in the meantime, I hope you're strapped in. We're at war with the cartels.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these are obviously coming not out of Mexico, they're coming out of South America, Central America.
if anybody thinks the the Venezuelan president is going to say yes, you're right. We're running drugs into the United States. If they're waiting for him to say that, don't hold your breath. He'll turn blue. He's not going to say that. He's going to keep denying it.
Keep denying and blaming all of us for messing with his people. Well, it's okay. Keep complaining. We've been doing it since the 70s that I know of.
What are you looking at? The way you looked over, I was like, what? Stop.
He didn't drop to the floor, did he? Don't worry.
No, I was getting ready to
My
drop
hands are
to
on
the
the table,
floor.
right? No problem.
It was the way he looked past me. It was like, should I get up and leave?
Well, I think, Ray, for a few minutes back, I think you were talking about one of the states, Oregon. Oregon. And what hit me was Illinois and Texas.
Yeah.
So now Illinois' governor is saying that President Trump is causing the issues to deploy National Guard. Yet this weekend, when they weren't there were four killings, 23 injured in shootings. Just this weekend in Chicago.
Oh, you heard
That's
what
a light
happened.
weekend.
Light weekend. And then
you heard what happened with the ICE agents in Illinois.
the lady that rammed a car into the back of them.
There was a whole bunch of people. There was about 10 cars that boxed all the agents in.
Yeah.
And one of the agents saw one woman with a weapon. So they fired at her vehicle, hit her 5 times. She was able to actually run off, and they found her later at an automobile body shop.
Yeah.
Lady, you picked the wrong body shop.
And they transferred her to the hospital. But, number
They hit
one.
her 5 times.
Yeah, I hit her 5 times.
Y'all need to get better bullets or aim better.
No, he needs to go back to the range or something. But yeah.
Is that the one that
They're probably down on spraying.
they charged her with federal charges?
Yes,
for
they
assault
did.
On
Yes,
the
they
ICE
did.
agents.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah, they
then
were boxed in by 10 cars.
Yeah. And then the news media tried to reach out to her and couldn't find her.
Reached out to who? The woman that got shot?
The woman that got shot.
She's in
She
the
was
hospital.
released from the hospital.
Oh, she's released from the
She was
hospital?
Yeah, she was
released.
already
that-
released.
That must have been just some scrapes and bruises.
Yeah, really.
And they were concerned whether or not that she had an attorney yet. Now, she's an illegal immigrant, according to reports.
Why don't you reporters and whoever is concerned about her, why don't you go buy her an attorney?
It just
Juan's available.
So the Illinois governor is not wanting troops in there because he says they don't need them.
How's that working out for
Good, but Governor Abbott in Texas has encouraged President Trump to send troops in there. Newsom, Gavin Newsom, said he didn't want them out there. Well, guess what? He didn't win that one too well.
Nope. And this delay on a Saturday by a federal judge on a Saturday, it's a stupid parlor trick. And I would make sure that once my Department of Justice, Pam Bondi and company, once they get to see a judge that outranks their judge, that thing will be overturned and the troops are going to come in, and I'd probably pick an extra 200 or 300 just for giggles.
She put the stay on.
Let's put this, bring this thing under control. We're going to we're going to wrap it up and put a bow on it. That's what needs to be done.
Let's look her up. Let's look.
While you
a
look her up.
U.S. District Judge, Karen Emmergut. I'm going to look her up. I guarantee you, I can already tell you what her political affiliation is.
Well, political or not,
it's all politics.
the pictures that some of these governors are okay. The governor in Illinois, Pitzer. Well, no, they're causing the problem because they're tie strapping children and women. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe they're not showing it.
Probably won't. And if they're putting straps on them, tie wraps.
Mhm.
They're flexible handcuffs is what they call
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
If they put them on them, there's a reason for it. It's generally for their own safety, for one
Mhm.
thing. Not my safety. I've got a gun. I'm not worried about my safety from you. But I'm going to do it so you won't want to get stupid and cause one of these guys out here to have to break bad on you. You can't get away with shooting somebody who's handcuffed. You understand?
Yep.
It's for your safety,
Yeah.
idiots. Jesus.
So do you remember last week when I mentioned Bugs Bunny? I mean, Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad
The-
Bunny.
and I do that.
Bugs was a good Bunny.
Yeah, I
Are
know.
you gonna bring up the
Yep.
war between him and Kid Rock?
Oh no, I didn't know that they were at war, but I
Ooh.
thought it was interesting that his comments when he was on Saturday Night Live
Oh yes.
on why he has refused to perform in the United States. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Why?
will get
Go
arrested.
with it.
Go ahead.
Go with it, Chris.
Because he did not want ICE agents at his concert arresting illegal immigrants.
And he also said Saturday night that if you wanted to know the words to his song, learn Spanish because he'll be singing everything in Spanish.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Huh.
And
He's a Latino.
and so the reply immediately from the government and the ICE agents were, "We'll be at the Super Bowl."
They already said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already said they're going to be at the Super Bowl. You know, I'm going to have to watch this just to see what's going to happen with
They
the
won't cover.
riots.
There will
and
not
the
be. There will
protest.
not be any coverage of anything that happens at the Super Bowl outside.
Not from
maybe.
main media.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
From the no, gone are the days when the sports guys would turn reporter if something broke bad.
Mhm.
Back in it was Israel when they had the
Right.
what was the games? The Olympics. I
The
think.
Olympics.
And suddenly they didn't have any news media. I mean, the news guys, the reporters. So the sports guys became reporters.
Yep.
I mean, they did a marvelous job. I mean, they're all reporters. They all had the basic education. Some of them go and become sports reporters, some crime reporters, some weather guys. Not sure I would put a weather guy out there doing news, but, some of them might be able to.
Well, there was a question about why I didn't like rappers. I'm gonna say it real easy. If you're a rapper, and there are rappers that rap, and you can understand their words, but they're not being in what I term offensive to women and law enforcement.
They are they equally offensive to women and law
Mhm.
enforcement.
Yeah.
And if you happen to be a police woman, a woman with a badge, my God, you got double duty coming your way.
Yeah.
Whew.
I'm just not a rap fan. There are some songs, like you say.
Mhm.
Well, I don't really consider them songs because I don't really consider you singing. You're just rapping.
Well, some of them they do it as conversation, which is fine. And that's what they started out
Not
with,
a big
running to riot. And I thought it was kind of cool. Somebody could just stand there and just tell you a story, basically, and do it in a song style, not singing. They were rapping.
I just, yeah.
I was like, okay, some of that is pretty cool, but I understood it. Then when it got down to F this, F that, and kill the pigs and do this and do that. No. You've done crossed over that line. Dude, I hate to paint them all with the same brush, but you got to show me something different.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying just because I don't like rap that he shouldn't be playing the Super Bowl. There are people that like rap. My problem is he does not sing in English. And I just think that he's coming into the United States of America performing for a big sports event that is all about America.
Why are we
You know?
importing of somebody from another place to do our halftime show?
And then the
Halftime
comments
for
that
an
he's
American
made against
sport?
the USA,
Yeah.
I just think it's just a bad choice because of that.
To answer your question, Roger Goodell is, and I understand. Because football games have been played in Mexico, We played in England. Where else did
Yeah.
we just came? Ireland, I
Is
think.
that on the NFL tour?
And we have to honor them.
He wants to make the NFL
I know.
worldwide, have teams there.
Good for you.
I don't see it happening. You got to be like the Minnesota Vikings. They played both games overseas, so they stayed. They played two different teams that they just came for a week, but the Vikings ended up being there for 3 weeks. And, it's not, in my own personal opinion, it's not going to work. But however, going back to the question of why they're picking that entertainer, it's up to the host city, and that should say it all.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, I won't be going.
Well, I'm not sure how many people will be watching it at halftime. Me
I won't be
personally, I don't
watching it.
watch. I
I don't watch it either.
I don't watch it. I'll turn over to the Puppy Bowl. See which puppy gets to the
I don't watch Super Bowls. I don't watch the World Series. It's very seldom. When I had a friend, he was deputy. He's passed since then, but we used to gather every Super Bowl, and we'd sit down. First thing he did in Wilmington, he stopped by a pizza place, and he brought it was New York style pizza, as close to as you could get. And he'd bring the pizza, and we'd sit there and we'd watch the ball game. Don't have a clue who was playing. Didn't matter. We were just watching it, and it was a good time for us to spend 3 or 4 hours together.
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't have that opportunity, but it was just the two of us there.
Well, I
A
generally
lot of lies.
when there's a big event like that, I kind of like a quiet household to watch it in, and usually, me and some family, because if I want to see the game, I want to see the game. But
Do not invite our cheerleaders.
no, I'm inviting my people. They're my people. They're coming. I'm gonna do that.
That's what you need to have.
Next Friday night, I'm gonna say, come on over to my house. We're having a party.
At Super
I
Bowl?
love them.
For Super Bowl?
Yes.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
I love those ladies. They are
They're
just.
great.
Well, somebody said they don't watch the NFL, meaning the National Felons League, at any time.
The National what?
Felons League. Oh, and in case you were
More the NBA than the
in
football,
case
Yeah, you
you
said that,
were sleeping Friday, P. Diddy was sentenced to 50 months in prison. He's had a court trial going on and for trafficking humans and sexual assault and all sorts of stuff. But he was sentenced to 4 years in prison, which is less than what he could have gotten.
Yeah, he should have got more.
I think so
he
too.
won't serve 4.
Yeah, so he has a
He should
history
have
of
got more.
abusing.
He won't serve 4. How's that for a rhyme?
Yeah, he got.
Where's your? Hey, we need a rapper in here to put that one down.
He had 4 years and 2 months, and I just
good.
really think that it should. And then he got up right before his sentencing hearing. All these people got up and talked. The victims, they made their statements, and then Sean Diddy, P. Diddy, his attorneys got up and made statements, which that was crazy. And then P. Diddy got up there and started talking about, I never realized how vile I was, and I have learned from this, and I mistreated people so bad, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to put you right over here, Drew. And it was just sickening listening to hear what he had to say, but yeah, only 50 months.
Your Honor, please, I've learned my lesson. I've hurt my family.
Hurt his feelings in his pocketbook.
His daughters and sons and all got up there and said, we want our daddy back.
My daddy's
He's a
going to
good
be back
man.
after he does his 4.
He's my favorite person. He's my hero. And he goes, I have nothing left. Oh, he has a lot left.
My whole opinion of him is
Your
he's
what
trash.
kind of opinion?
My whole opinion,
Oh,
every bit of my opinion about him, he's trash, and that's my personal opinion. to do what he did and treat women the way he did.
Mhm.
You say that because he's been convicted of doing exactly what he was accused of doing. He's guilty.
Yeah, he's
See ya.
guilty, but
Wouldn't want to be.
you know, maybe he'll meet the good Lord while he's in prison and come out a better
Yeah, you got any money you want to put on that?
person.
Well, he's
How many people go to prison and come out? The reason I know that they go to prison and they come out and they're not no better than they were when they went in is because the same ones go back again and again. 75% of the people that are in prison today have been there before.
Well, he's claiming mental illness,
Recidivism.
so
Well,
you
I know
know.
what
mental illness is a nut job.
might have been all those drugs he was taking.
That could have fried his brain
Well,
just a little
Rayford,
bit.
let me introduce our guest into the studio.
He,
All right.
he needs to stand up.
Wait, no, he does not. You
He's
stay
like,
seated.
stand up if I need to.
In the studio this morning, we have Drew Mercer. He is dancing with Dancing Stars of
Mhm.
Onslow this year.
Uh-huh.
He is a Jacksonville and Onslow County native.
And?
He's a homeboy and a graduate of Jacksonville High School.
Go Cards.
Go Cards.
Woo!
I say 1,
He is in the
2,
insurance
3, 4,
business.
and my wife is 5.
Yeah, we're all Cardinals. You're in
You're in
just good
Cardinal
company.
I'm in good company right
4
now.
more,
Yeah.
4 more, and we got a football team right here.
He's in the insurance
So
business.
how many? Did
Well,
1,
11,
2,
but-
3, 4, 5. But some of the came. You can have what as few as 8.
Yeah,
Some of them.
yeah. Liberty Christian stayed
Yeah,
on 8
uh-huh.
football, as Chris was telling us. But yeah,
So we get a little religion around here. We can get our
Liberty
own little
Christian is knocking
Christian
it out this
Academy, and
year.
then we can get our own football team right
All
there.
right.
That's
He. Let me finish. He's in the insurance business with his parents at Bartley Insurance Services and an active member of Trinity Methodist Church. That's my
Yay.
church.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Welcome
You
aboard.
probably haven't
Thank
seen
you.
me there in a while,
right
but
across,
yeah.
right across from our church.
So
Yes,
you've been practicing
exactly.
that dancing, that tap dancing routine. You
Oh,
got
I'm
now?
telling you what, Jakaya, she has got me high energy dancing. But I'm telling you, we're in it to win it this year. So I'm going to give it everything I got.
I'm waiting for that.
Yes,
I
sir.
saw a picture of the two of you, and I said, "Okay,
Yeah.
she's spunky.
She's spunky.
She got spunk coming out of that photograph."
She does.
All the
And I
way.
told her, I said, look, I'm 30 years old.
Child.
I'm still pretty
Child.
limber here. So, don't go too easy on me. But she sure has not gone easy on me, let me tell you.
Well, you are lucky though, Drew, because the trash talker is biking from the mountains to the coast. So we
I
don't think.
think he's
Yeah.
not going to stop and
You don't
call
think?
in. No.
You think he's going to stop and call?
He'd probably call in.
Okay.
Well, wait. and see. I don't know that he will. I mean, it's his birthday. Why is he
Yeah.
going to call in today?
Why would he do that?
Yeah,
Well,
well-
because Drew's here and he wants to let Drew know that he's not going to win.
That's right. He's gonna show up, talk some junk.
See, Marty's. Everybody knows Marty now.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
famous. He is.
But Drew's ready for him.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I see some fire here.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go. It's a great day to have a great day, y'all.
What kind of background do you have in dancing? Clubbing?
No, I mean, yeah, I went to East Carolina. So
There you go.
No, sorry, I would said clubbing.
No, but yeah, I was in the High School Musical at Jacksonville when I was a sophomore. Yep, I sure was. I played football and then played golf, and then my sophomore year decided to get into the musical. They had Footloose, and so I was Willard, the country boy, so it was a good old fit, So it was
That was you all over.
that was me all over. So that was for me, and I took that role, and so that was really where I kind of got introduced to doing some of this stuff. But I haven't danced and done like to choreography or to choreography, however you say it.
You got it.
Choreography.
You
Yeah,
got it.
choreography. I've never had. I haven't done that, in a long time. So, Jakaya, she's got me. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I think we'll be all right.
She's not like a nun with a yardstick or anything. is she?
No, sir. She is she's a senior at Jacksonville. She's a senior at Jacksonville. She's on the
Just told you,
cheerleading. She's a cheerleader. She does dance.
Is she in high school now?
She's
She's on the team now?
She's on the team now. She's a
Great.
senior at Jacksonville High School, and she
I
is.
guarantee you I got pictures of her.
I'm telling you, and this girl, she does so she does dance classes at dance theater. She's working 2 jobs right now. She's on the cheerleading team. I mean, this girl she's hard at it. I'm very, very impressed with her.
We're
Probably an
trying
A
to find
student.
out
Yes,
which one
definitely,
She
definitely.
is.
Like all us Cardinals. Well, all right, not me.
Maybe if we add ours up.
Okay.
She is. She's really fun though. I've thoroughly just loved being able to work with her and get to know her as a person. And
Well,
so,
I can tell you the cheerleading team out there is it's amazing because I wear it every game,
Mhm.
and I love shooting photos because I used to do it for a living, but I don't do it for a living. I just do it for fun now. So last week I always shoot the cheerleaders, but this week I posted just the football team doing their thing first. Late Friday night up until 4:00 Saturday morning, I was doing pictures. And then last night, Saturday night, one night, I posted just the cheerleaders team doing their thing. Got a whole lot of comments.
I bet
a
you
whole
did.
lot
Yeah.
of good reaction.
yes.
So those girls they got it going.
How about the football team? I'm telling you what, they're
Well,
doing good.
Murray, 7 touchdowns.
67-34.
I'm telling you what, that was a big change from when we played New Bern.
Yeah, New Bern Bears used to be one of those things. Oh my God, we got to go get beat by New Bern.
Yes.
Even back in the '60s. So
Yes.
we always dreaded it.
When I was there, we had Bo and Chip, and Chip, of course, he had been the head coach there and won a couple state championships there, and then Bo played for Chip at New Bern. So
Oh,
we there was some hot blood there.
Yeah.
But it was good. I loved going in there with Bo and Chip. I'm telling you, there's
y'all
nothing like going.
y'all slide out there to the games like we do.
Oh,
We
I
do it
will.
every Friday night.
I will.
We got our own little team up there. We got a
we've
cheering
got our own
section behind
cheering
us now.
section.
Good. Well, I'll have to come join
Some,
y'all.
some local people,
Oh, yes.
and they're the adult versions of our cheerleaders on the
I
sideline.
love it. I love it.
You'll learn
Can't be
a-
quiet at a football game now.
Yeah, well, you'll learn a lot of new words about football.
Bet you will.
I'm telling you that now.
A lot of it involved appendages that the other team had, and what they were going to do to them.
Yes, I understand that.
Oh my gosh.
All of
that's
it
so
good
good.
fun for the most part.
It all comes with the territory.
Oh,
I
God.
know we're talking about Drew being in the dancing with the stars. However, I just want to mention for us Cardinals here that we're ranked number 9 in the state in our class, or 44th in the state,
Yeah,
9th in our class in the East.
undefeated
Go Cards.
is what I will tell you.
Go
Well,
Cards.
we've not played a conference game yet.
I thought we played one Friday night.
I'm sure
We
it's
did.
New Bern. I
That's-
think,
That was
Newburn's
yeah, I
conference.
think that was our first conference.
So
game
we're
of the
100%.
year.
Yeah.
We're perfect score with conference.
Drew,
Boom. That's what I'm talking
Drew, what made you want to do this?
about. Well,
Handcuffs. Simmons, the judge said
that's
it.
right. Well, Miss Candy and Allie both had reached out to me, and I was trying to kind of dodge them a little bit, but this was just I felt a calling, and I knew, especially when Miss Candy got me on the phone, I started talking to her, and there's I love this community. This community has raised me. I wouldn't be the person, or I wouldn't be where I am today if it hadn't been for this community. So this is something that's very near and dear to my heart, and I'm excited to domestic violence, especially right here in our county, that hits home, and so if we can do something to combat with that, I'm all for it. And so I felt, I'm young and got, single right now. So, I've got a dog at home. And so this is a good opportunity for me to, get on out and support the community.
So in other words, you're advertising that
No.
you're single when you're up there on the stage, hoping that
Take
there's
that
some.
up too.
No, that all comes. That will come. I know God's got me on that. I'm not worried about all that.
Okay, ladies, think about it. If you haven't bought a ticket yet, you can go see him strut his stuff. And then just use your imagination from there.
That's right. Well, I can tell you, it's going to be some bopping and grooving. We're going to be high energy. She's got me rolling and rocking and rolling for sure.
So are you doing the tap dance or is she?
No, I'm not doing any tap dancing. I think well, I'll let you know. You'll just have to see. You'll have to see.
He's been schooled.
I've been schooled. Allie already told me. He's going to try to get you every which way.
But I was that close on that one, wasn't I?
You're there. You're getting close. You're getting close.
Drew, who picked your costumes out?
Oh, Jakaya.
Yeah.
We did go to Finders Keepers, and Finders Keepers, y'all, if you haven't been there
Yeah,
yet,
that's part of the
please
whole
stop
system.
in there. They've got some awesome stuff. I actually bought a pair of pants just for me because
Did you?
they were
Sounds
good
like some long legs,
stuff.
huh?
Yeah, absolutely. But we walked in there and we found some costumes, and then we ended up buying something. So it just came in on Friday. So
Okay.
Nice.
How long was your pants? Your legs? Are you what?
Yeah.
36?
about 32.
32.
I'm a 32. Little
You got a 30-inch waist.
30-inch waist. How about that?
Suck.
My dad tells me you keep on eating the Bojangles biscuits and you wait.
Would you like a
Don't catch
biscuit?
up.
We got some.
Been a long time,
Okay.
huh, Rayford?
Yeah, when I graduated high school, I was 127 pounds, 6'2". So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
it didn't last long.
It didn't last long. I understand.
I learned to cook. Wrong. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay, so you got a high energy dance performances. I'm not going to go any further than that, but
Yeah.
it's
High
worth the
energy.
price of admission.
It is definitely worth the price of admission. I can
Okay.
tell you that. It's going to be fun. It is definitely going to be fun.
All right, excellent. What's the hardest part so far? Ben Gay's your friend yet?
Not yet.
Oh.
We're getting there. We're getting there though. I have Icy Hot. Icy Hot and I
Good
are
stuff.
real good. We're very,
stuff.
very good friends.
Works too.
Yeah. So, but Icy Hot, and then we are we're really. I'm looking forward to seeing the attendance. Last year I went for the first time. My dad was in it, and so that was my first time getting exposed to it, and just the crowd. I mean that really just the.
Oh,
I'm
it's
excited.
so much fun.
I'm excited to see how many people show up this year.
So much
'Cause I'm telling you,
fun.
last year was big, and I feel like this year is just going to be even bigger. So
I'll tell you what, folks, it's only 3 weeks.
3 weeks
You,
away.
you guys,
Oh,
if
I
you
need
don't
to
get your tickets
buy
right away, I've already
tickets.
bought a block of tickets and I'll be scalping them outside for $300.
That's right.
That's what I do every year.
Yes.
Did you
So-
really buy a block?
I bought 100 tickets so that I can sell them outside.
He-
$100
I
each.
just saw. I'm getting ready to buy tickets, and if you had a block, I'd buy them from you. But you're fooling
I can
us.
write you. I can write you one.
Yeah, I know you
$200.
I'm
can.
sure he can make do for you.
So, Drew, what number are you in the order?
That you can tell.
You can, because everybody knows
I
already.
believe I'm number 5. I want to say I'm number 5 in the
Ooh,
order.
I'm halfway through.
Halfway through.
So
Okay.
you will learn from the rest of them. What
But I may
not
be wrong, so don't quote me on that. I
I
might be
already
wrong.
have. You just did.
I
Yeah.
did.
Okay, so you're somewhere in the middle.
Yes, sir. Somewhere in the
Okay,
middle.
that's not.
I know I'm not first, and I know I'm not last, so I'm somewhere in between.
So the bar will have been set.
That's right.
You know, and you've already said you're high energy, high step, and so it's not gonna matter, right?
Your bar's going to go. The bar's going to go up when you finish. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm Marty trash talking.
Yeah.
You got
Marty,
that?
you heard that, Marty.
Yeah.
He'll be listening to it later if nothing else.
So you ready?
Well, that's what's the hardest thing that you've had to do? The choreography is like you got to do it their way.
Yes, that's it. That's the
You ain't
most.
Frank Sinatra.
I am
you
not.
don't do it my way.
No, yes, and it's that's the hardest part. It's just being I can get in and that's the thing. Some practices I'm Johnny on the spot. Then so that would be like a Monday, and then Wednesday I show back up and
Lost it all.
lost it all. I'm telling you,
She said, "You're the evil twin, aren't you?"
that's right. That's exactly right.
Uh-huh.
She's looking at me like, "Where? Are you sure you're Drew? Are you not John?"
Yeah,
Thinking I did a switch up on him.
when you're laying in bed at night, are you sitting there just like going through?
I'm going through the
dance?
motions. I ain't
Yes.
look. Last night actually, I was laying there and I was thinking. I was going through the steps. I was like, all right, got this first step, 2nd.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. So
Okay,
I'm
do you
getting
do
ready.
Do you do your own grocery shopping?
I do. I sure do.
Have
Do you
thought,
dance in
Have
the
you ever
aisles?
thought about going down the aisles and
I sure. I probably should.
With a cart.
I probably need to. I might could get some donations doing
You
that.
might do that.
I really
And
should.
put a little sign on front of the cart. I am one of the dancing stars.
That's right. I've got a bunch of flyers. I can
Put
just
it out
tape them
there
on there.
and say, and then just do your shopping. See
Here
what
I
happens.
am.
Put a bucket down there and see what happens.
That's right. Who knows? I'm telling you.
Lee, I don't want to take
Probably
your
give a
thunder.
lot of people the idea.
That would be good. That's a good idea.
You usually ask the question on fundraisers.
Yes. Have you got any big fundraisers coming up here?
Is that dancing in grocery stores?
Yeah, well, great. No, I don't really. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to everybody I know and just reaching out. So and then on Facebook, social media is taking off. So
Yes.
social media is definitely something that we've been using. We're trying
Yes,
to
you have,
trying to
yeah.
push it out there. So but yeah, anyway, I mean that's what I'm just kind of going out to everybody and making calls and passing out flyers, and so that's kind of been what I've been doing.
We have a small clip of you dancing on our Facebook. I posted it last night. Dancing with
It's
the Stars.
official release.
Official release.
Yeah.
Yes. Good.
Dancing with the Stars had posted it, and I went ahead and added it to our page, and I think you got it going on.
Well, thank you.
You were
Hey.
just like,
I give you a suggestion for a fundraiser
Please do.
because I challenged President Trump to a golf match. To raise
Tell
money.
the whole
There's a
story.
difference in challenging and threatening.
tell the whole story.
Your original so-called challenge was a threat, right?
Well, that's what some of our listeners said.
Tell him exactly what you told Trump.
What I said is, if the president's listening, I would like to challenge him to a golf match for Reach Across America.
Yep.
And he can play with all his clubs, and I will beat him with one club. Meaning, I would use one golf club, and I would defeat him.
Secret Service was waiting at his door when he got home.
They were waiting for you. I bet they were.
So, Drew, you played on the golf team, so
Yeah.
get some, challenge some of these guys around here that are golfers. And
What I need to do, I need to go over there to Rock Creek or go to Jacksonville Country
There
Club.
you go.
Hey, guys.
there you
Come
go.
on now. Let's go.
How about one hole?
One hole.
Everybody, one at a time. Play one hole.
I might could contend there for about the first 3 holes. After about the first 3, I might start to fall apart.
Well, I wish you better luck because he hasn't returned my challenge.
He hasn't.
No.
Well,
I don't get it.
President
You're
Trump, you
still
hear
being
that?
watched.
That's right.
The way he returned challenges. You've seen the way he's returned some of the political
never-
challenges.
yeah.
You don't want to go there. He sends the National Guard in.
You don't want to do that.
All right. I just bought my tickets.
Good.
Good. That is awesome.
So much, there's
Please
left
do. And
one
look,
less
while you're at it, go ahead and
scalping.
make a little donation to Drew and Jakaya.
Drew
There
and
you go.
Jakaya.
You just lost a sale on your scalping.
Huh.
Sorry.
No, I'm not paying what he would be charging. No.
She pays me no mind. That's what she pays.
Yeah. Yep. So
Okay.
anyway, it's easy to do, folks. I put the link for Drew and Jakaya
Yes, Jakaya.
on our page and in the comment section. All you have to do is click on it. It'll take you right to the ticket order page. And I'm sorry, it'll take you to a donation page for Drew and Jakaya. And you can go ahead and donate, and you can donate as little or as much as you would like.
Yes.
And y'all are doing very well in your fundraising.
Well, thank you. We're getting
Very
there. That's been one of the toughest things for me. I'm just not a big asking people for money type of person, So, but I know it's for a great cause. So you have to put you have to get us and put all that aside.
Right.
So, but please, if you're listening, go ahead and get your phone out, pull out that phone, go on to that link, and
Get
push
on
that
that
link.
link.
Go ahead and give us a donation.
I will say totally on the total front, the Dancing Stars of Onslow were looking at raising $100,000, and right now they're at $102,041.
Awesome.
Great job.
Good job.
All of you together
Nice
have
work.
done a
Thank
fantastic job.
Both your dances are high energy.
Both dances are high energy. Yep. So
I mean, no rest for the weary.
no rest for the weary. I'm telling you, I'll be sleeping good that night. I sure will.
Unless you win first place.
That's
no,
right.
you won't, because you'll go home and then you'll lay in the bed and everything will come back to you and it'll be playing in your head, playing in
Yep.
your
I'll
head.
be all
playing in your
jacked
head.
up.
You'll be all jacked up.
Yes,
I
I
can, I
will.
can see you now in your sleep going, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope so. I hope that's the case.
Positive thinking.
I think you're going to do fantastic. You have a great personality.
Oh, well, thank you.
You put that personality in with those steps, you'll
I'm
have
going
it.
to make sure I do that.
You will have it.
We normally always say break a leg. I think Lee likes to remind us that that's a good thing.
That's a
That is a good
dancer
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
That is a good
Break
thing.
a
You
leg.
can always break the other guy's legs.
That's right. I could do that.
Marty, watch out. He's going to get you.
I might get some oil out there and throw it on the dance floor before you walk out there, Mr. Marty.
Rayford wants to do the Tanya Harding
Yeah.
thing, you know. Like,
Well, I got one of those sticks in case you need it.
All right, thank you.
Collapsible baton, 2 of them.
There we go.
yeah, for the right
Awesome.
price, you know, you could have somebody that's willing to go out there and
I'm looking to raise some money for a radio. I've just one that I want, a special radio I
Rayford
want.
so
Special
bad.
radio.
It's
Yes.
10,000.
10,000. Woo. Yeah.
Just to let you know,
We'll start fundraising that after we get through 25th.
the club I was going to use to defeat the president was a 3-wood.
3-wood.
It's getting worse and worse, Chris. You need to just stop right now.
Oh, you can do a lot with a
Or you can
3-wood.
use that.
Anything with a
There's-
3-wood.
There you go, Drew.
I
Pickaxe
expect
handle over there
any
works too.
moment to see those suits come through this door between him and
Looking over
you.
my shoulder.
Just keep your hands where they do, okay?
So, Drew, would you do this again?
This would. It's a hard yes, but I think I would. For the cause, definitely. Maybe the dancing part. That's probably what I'm most nervous about.
You're going to be just fine.
Just putting
You'll be
yourself out there
surprised.
like that. I play the guitar and sing at our church, so I mean I'm kind of used to a little bit of a crowd, but dancing
you're
and this
gonna be
kind of thing,
fine.
this is
Well,
way
the thing
different.
about it is through prior experience, if you miss a step, just keep on going and smile, and nobody will even know.
That's what they say. They say if you
I've
mess
had
up,
many of
just
those moments.
don't act like you messed
There's
up.
nobody
That's
out there
right.
who's smart enough to pick up on it. Trust me.
No,
That's
no.
right.
I mean, you
I
just
mean,
keep
just-
going.
I was up
I
there and
will.
I didn't even know when I screwed up.
Well, I'm gonna
Did
just keep on rolling with
They
the
did
punches.
last
That's
week.
what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep going with the flow.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch you and check
We're excited.
Kaya.
We've got practice today, and then practice again Wednesday, and then
Got a couple
who
weeks
knows?
left.
Yep, we might throw another one in Friday or Saturday, depending on how we feel about everything. But I think this week we're starting, so we're not going to be looking at the mirror. We're going to be turning around, and
Yeah.
that's where the
Yeah.
real
That's-
test comes.
That's
Oh.
where you put the paper up on the mirror.
That's right. That's right.
Mhm.
You
So
get
you're
some
not
paint and
watching
spray
it.
paint. I mean, hard to put the paper up there.
We
Yeah,
can put,
okay.
we'll be all right.
Spray paint them.
Yeah,
They'll forgive you.
No, they're not spray paint.
Debbie will be real happy about that. over
Please
there.
just punch.
Oh,
All right.
that's a mess.
Okay, so it's going to be a good time.
It's gonna be a
And,
great
Come
time.
one, come all, folks. You find all of the information on our Facebook page.
Yes,
It is there now.
there it is there right now.
Go check it out.
Yeah, and you will enjoy it. Trust me. It's always a good time.
It's a great time. Great
I've
time.
been to every one of them.
Well, I'm very grateful that our community does something like this.
I think it's
especially-
fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, domestic violence. I mean, unless and you don't really know what it's like until you're in that situation.
Right.
And I can't imagine. I really can't. And so I'm very grateful that we have a resource like this event
Right.
that will be.
Well, this helps fund the women's shelter,
Yep.
Is this her?
so they'll have a place to go.
Is this her,
Yes.
Jakaya?
I think so.
Let me see.
Probably so. If she's with him, it
That's
is.
her.
Hush.
That might be. Not quite. No, I don't think that's her. No, I think that might be her behind her.
Well, we're going to make sure Friday night we find out
She's in
which
there,
one
though.
she is, and we're going to take special pictures of her.
She is awesome. She
Yeah, I need to know which
she
one.
really is. She's awesome.
Right.
I'm very, very
I
impressed
think
with her.
that was her.
She's gonna go long. She's gonna go far, very far in life. There's no doubt about that.
She is a
Those
cutie.
cheerleaders look so different when they're in their cheerleading garb and
They
their
are.
makeup and everything
Yeah.
else. It's hard to picture them otherwise sometimes.
Now, I'm confused in this picture that we have on our page. You're wearing a mustache and like a.
I was. I decided I was gonna go ahead and clean it up a little bit. I was real patchy over there. I have my
Oh,
twin
I
brother.
like
He's got a
it.
beard, and he can really.
You have a twin?
I have an identical twin. His name's John, and so he's got a beard, And so I try to, for the longest time, we would help people I would keep it clean, and he would keep it. But I grew it out probably about a year ago, and just decided I was going to cut it off.
As a twin, did you guys ever do something twinly
Oh man, did we?
to write home about, but you wouldn't dare?
we did. We pulled some great tricks. Even at Parkwood Elementary. I mean, we went a whole week where we had switched classes, and they didn't know. They did not know until Friday afternoon, right before the school bell rang. All of our friends or our class started. They ratted us out.
Thus leads me to this question.
My question is it Drew or John we're watching dancing?
Ooh, well,
Is Drew doing one and John doing the
Thank
other?
you. Hey, there you go.
that was my question.
Y'all just have to show up to find out. If you see a guy with a beard come up,
But what if he shaves?
Well, if he shaves, then
This could be-
we'll never know.
Makeup. The second dance could be makeup.
It could be.
It could be,
I
part of the
mean, Marty
costume.
showed up bald for the second dance last year.
Yeah, Lord, he did.
He sure did. He sure did. Yeah, John. I can tell you one thing. John is not going to be getting up on stage. He does not have that personality. He might win for the right amount of money.
This is getting interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Does he have anything to hide? Is there anything he doesn't want the world to know about?
No. John's he's a pretty stand-up guy. He's pretty.
Well, I know, but you're going to be stand up and have done some funny things that you don't really want the world to know about.
Well, probably it was switching classes for a week.
That was a really good one. That was a really good
Statute of limitations has expired on that one. I'm looking for something else.
No,
We could hold together.
we playing high school football. We had some fun times. There was a few times where
Did you
especially
switch,
when you're
you didn't
not
switch jerseys. Did
No,
you?
we didn't switch jerseys, but there were a few times, we were smaller guys. We're not the biggest guys, but and there were a few times that we were tested, and but they found out quick that when you mess with one, you mess with both.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's right.
The brotherly thing.
That's
comes
right.
in. Gotcha.
That's a real deal.
Now, your father danced last year. Has he been giving you tips and advice?
Oh yes, he is. He's
Does he give you any good advice?
He is. He's giving me great advice. He's telling me to go break a leg. No, he's helping me with the fundraising big time. He's helping get the word out, and I think I'd like to think that I got my good moves from him. So y'all will see those on full display on the 25th.
This looks like a dancer.
He's not going to rest until he knows he's got her picture.
You're right. Let me see. That's probably her.
That looks like a dancer.
That's a dancer.
That's
That's her.
I can tell by the pose that she
That's
had
it.
right there.
She's
Yeah,
a
my
dancer.
daughter was a cheerleader and a dancer, so I
Yep.
know what you're saying.
Yes, ma'am. I think it's
Okay, I know
a
who
great
to,
thing.
I know who to zero in on now.
Yes. You'll have to show me her picture.
She's got the
And,
biggest smile. It's hard to miss
That's
her.
what I said.
I'm telling you.
If you'll notice, I did that in one of the pictures in the last couple of weeks or so. I said, this lady is always smiling.
She is.
Always
I'll
smiling.
go down and talk to her this coming Friday night and tell her to come up and you want to take a picture of her.
Just
Well,
say
you know, I want her in
Jakaya,
action.
she'll
I
start
want-
smiling. I promise
Jakaya.
you. She will come right up.
Okay, we got the girls
Yes.
behind us.
Yes.
They will be calling out Jakaya,
Yes.
and one of them can be heard on the other field,
Yeah.
That's
the
right.
soccer field,
There you
3
go.
blocks away.
We picked up a whole new group. Love those people.
Good.
Yep.
Some people there didn't care for him, but it's okay.
So when did you graduate?
I graduated in 2014.
You.
I'm a baby.
I thought
I've only been out for
maybe
11 years.
you were going to tell me 2021 or something.
No.
2014.
What have I got next year? The 60th reunion? Oh, good God.
I mean-
We just had our 10 year last year. So
We're getting ready for our 50th.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I heard that.
That's awesome, though.
We are going to invade that too.
It should.
We're going to.
I'm gonna be on the golf course while they're inside.
That was one thing I
Beat
was
the
kind of a
president.
little bit upset about is that we didn't do as good with the 10 year. So
Yeah.
20 year, and you know, moving forward, we got
10 years. You're just out of school. It doesn't matter. They don't count.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
They all still look alike. When you go to your 50th,
that's when it changes.
And you say, "God, that's a bunch of old fools." That I got the wrong year.
I went to school with them.
Yeah.
That's the year when they go, the one that looks still the same as they did when they graduated. None of the above. That ward just.
They'll be walking up, seeing me. They'll say, "Man, I went to school with him. Oh my goodness."
Well, the problem.
Just wear your sequin jacket in there from Dancing with
That's
the
right.
Stars.
They'll know exactly who I am.
So what you do is you go in, or you send John in.
Boom.
As you go as John, and you guys just say, "Well, I changed.
I changed.
I grew a beard and I shaved mine."
Yeah.
This is going to be fun watching this. We'll be sitting there going, is that Drew or is that John?
Well, you
We
just look
wonder.
around. You'll see John sitting at one of those tables.
John's going to be there too, right?
He will be there. Yes, sir. I think I'm counting on it. He's got a 1 month old at home, so
Oh,
I
congratulations,
believe he will
John.
be there.
So he's ahead of you.
He is ahead of me. Yes, he is, and that's a good thing. I'm okay with it. I'll let him have all that.
A smile on the face.
Nephews or nieces are better than
Nieces, oh my goodness, we got 3 now. My sister's got 2, and then John's got the first one. He's got their first, and
So you got a sister too?
got his older sister, yes, and I've got a younger stepbrother as well.
I guess she's not. Remember the twin set?
No, she's not, but she's been there all along.
She was the first of the triplets, right?
She was.
Okay.
She sure
Twins
was.
running the
years.
family.
Yeah. So she has got Mila and Vivian, and Mila will be 4. She's going to be 4 in next month, and then Vivi will be 2 this month, and then John just had Gracie. So Gracie, she just turned 1 month on the 23rd.
You looked so heartbroken when you said that they do and you don't.
Oh no!
No, he isn't.
I'm happy. Let me tell you,
I know you are.
It's the best job I've ever been upgraded to. I'm telling you, I get to get them all sugared up, and then I get to give them back
There
to
you
mom
go.
and dad.
Grandparents, that's the way we work it.
That's fun. It's so fun.
Poor Allison.
Oh, me.
They sent Allison over with me one time so I could take care of her while everybody else was working one day. And I let her help me cook. She cut her finger.
Oh goodness. Poor Allie.
I gave her a knife. I said, she's like 4 years old.
Well, I need to give Allie a shout out. Allie is doing great. She is, she's taking the reins and she is doing a fantastic job. She was over in our office on Friday and just smiling and
any threats or anything?
no threats. I'm telling you, she's kept me. I told her
No implied threats.
I might call you if I start thinking about walking off the ledge over here. She said no. She said, please call me. I'll talk you right off that ledge. I said, thank you. She is a great. I'm so glad.
Allie, it's okay. He's got a twin. They can step right in. Don't worry about
That's
it.
right.
Understudy.
That's right. Understand. It's always good to have a backup plan.
Sure is.
All right, we've given Marty long enough to get off his bike, but he is not going to do it
He's
today.
downhill.
He's going downhill.
He's running downhill rapidly, no doubt.
Those mountains, he may not
And
be
he's
able-
going down on the 25th too.
Oh, done deal.
Wow.
We'll see. I might be spoiling my words, but no, I'm not. I'm standing on that statement. We're in it to win it, like I said. So
You can send John backstage to.
rough him up a little bit.
Oh, wow. He wouldn't know whether he's seeing double or not. All right, got to take care of my son-in-law. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks for
you coming
coming in,
Drew.
Drew.
Absolutely.
And
A
good
lot of
luck.
fun.
Thank you so
break,
much.
Break,
We're
break a
excited.
leg.
Yes, please, y'all go ahead and donate and show up on the 25th.
The whole idea is not
We will do that.
you don't get any money out of it. It costs him money, but he gets a lot of pleasure out of this. I can tell you that firsthand.
Right.
Every one of them do.
Yes.
They all will get pleasure out of it, and it's for a great cause.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely. There's been well over $1 million raised
Yes.
over these years,
Yes.
and they need every dime they can get. They've come from a hole in the wall, nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely nothing, and it's a year-round event. Trying for the Dancing Stars as part of it, but they're always working. They're always selling stuff that people are donating to finders keepers.
Finders keepers.
Finders
Yeah.
keepers. I can't even tell you how many times my wife and I have loaded her cart. Now she does it on her own
Yeah.
to go over there to leave stuff.
It's my go-to place.
It's a
when
great
I'm cleaning
place.
Out of room.
Well, it's kind of like our philosophy here is don't give us nothing unless we got something else we can give away.
Right.
Right.
Right. And
Because
so, and
we
that's the
don't
thing
have
is
room for it.
And when you take it to finders keepers, it's going right back into our community. So
That's right.
Yep.
keep it right here at home.
The only
Yeah.
suggestion, Drew, work on your shyness.
Yeah, just
Work on my shyness.
just come out of that shell.
I
if you
will.
will, just a little bit.
Okay, I'll work on that.
Eye
y'all.
contact, eye contact, and eye contact.
Eye contact, eye contact.
Pick
eye
one
contact.
person in the room and focus on
The
them.
judges or whoever.
That's right.
But make
No,
sure
don't
you
look at the judges.
make sure you do not look at your feet.
I will not, and I will not be looking at that table with my family either. I'm done. Good
Wait for
idea.
her to be standing behind him with a yellow flag.
That's right.
You know, ready to throw it.
It's
You
gonna
just
be,
watch
look
him.
down here.
You just watch for him.
I will. Well, thank y'all for having me. I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
It was
Thanks
a
for coming in.
pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you,
A lot
sir.
of fun.
All right, you be careful.
I will.
Take care.
All right. Can't wait.
All right, can't wait. We'll see y'all there.
All right.
Drew's gonna be he's gonna be this is gonna be a fun event. I can tell you right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the MCs, the judges are gonna have a blast with him.
Everyone we've had come in, the
They're all good.
personality just shines.
They're all good. So, Allison, if you're listening, congratulations. You put together one heck of a group of individuals here, competitors, and it's going to be a performance like you haven't seen before.
Right.
I think his costume is going to be he's going to be a football player, and his dancing star is going to be a cheerleader.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, that's a
It's-
good idea.
They
They
said
should
their
have asked,
costumes
they
came
should have asked
in.
me first. God, I hope that's not it, because I just gave it away if it is.
We don't know. We're just guessing.
I'm suggesting.
But that's a good one.
I'm just looking at her. When I put her picture up before,
We'll see
one
which
of the
one it
times I
is.
said it, and one of the things I said about it is always smiling, always smiling.
Which one is
Yeah, look at the smile. Look, is that not a dancer's pose there or what?
Yeah.
Now you know why I zeroed in on her right there, right?
She's so pretty.
Anyway, it's gonna be fun.
Shockwave. No. Your Shockwave just looking good.
What's going on?
This chair rolls like crazy. When I got up, it rolled, and Shockwave was like, "Whoa,
Rolling.
Where you going?
rolling. Keeping them doggies rolling. rolling.
oh,
I know
gosh.
times have changed. Unfortunately, there are things that are happening every year that did not happen 40, 60, 80 years ago. We'll do weather in a minute. I agree that we need to harden our schools, make it difficult for most attacks like the ones we've seen for the last 20 years to ever happen again. But are we doing anything at all to try and understand why these attacks are happening? What are we doing? I know we've got to close the barn door. We've got to close that. But why was the barn door open, and why are the people that are doing the things that they're doing them? With virtually every event, we learned, sometimes unfortunately later than sooner, that the individual or individuals had some sort of diagnosed or undiagnosed mental issues. Mental illness seems to have grown in the broadest sense. Everything from PTSD claims caused by the tragic death of a friend, a fire, a wreck, even assigning PTSD as a diagnosis in more cases than ever before is concerning. How can the mental health community stay on top of the ever-expanding diagnosis? At one time, the word criminal was used in the diagnosis for certain folks who had committed horrendous crimes. There once were institutions or wings of institutions that were much like prisons for those deemed to be criminally insane. Remember those days?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you plead not guilty by reason of insanity, but if you've done such horrendous crimes during that time, you were criminally insane, and they still put you away. They didn't just because not guilty by reason of insanity. They let you walk. They may strongly suggest, maybe even require, but once you're not guilty by reason of insanity, there's not a whole lot of recourse that anybody has to make sure you don't continue having problems. Do we have an institution for the criminally insane anywhere in this country anymore? Do you know of any? Conditions in some of those facilities, especially some mental facilities that were privately run, were awful. Not all of them, some of them. Some even reminded me of the experiments that were conducted on prisoners by Nazis during that infamous period of time that we had. Today, we clam up when it comes to listing a person as having a mental illness. We don't talk about it. Okay, for good reason. But when it comes to the protection of the masses, should those restrictions be waived? We know who has been listed as a sex offender. It's public record. It's all over any app that you want, that you can find sex offenders in a house living next to you or down the street or anywhere in the area. It's on public websites. It's on the Onslow Sheriff's Office app. It is public information. It is public knowledge, readily available. There is no protection for convicted sex offenders. I'm not suggesting the same thing for those who are deemed to be mentally ill. But somehow, and I do not have the answer, just like it is with sex offenders, we need protection. I've said before, it's been said many times before, that a 15-year-old guy can kill you dead just as quickly as a 25-year-old guy. During war times, our soldiers, I'll go to Vietnam, murdered, slain by 9, 10, 12-year-old kids armed with AK-47s. We have it in the Mideast. Our troops have gone up against them. But our troops are just as dead. It didn't matter whether they was 15 years old or 30 years old. We need protection. And who's doing anything about it? Who's protecting us from those who have the issues? It may not be their own fault. Some of it's going to be because of their lifestyles. I understand that. That does not mean they're not less mentally ill. But who's going to protect us from those who are violent or become violent? I'm definitely not the one to decide who should be on a public or semi-public list. We certainly want them on lists to prevent them from being able to buy any guns. But that's not enough. We're not even doing that. Those people that are deemed, especially by private counseling, how can they decide whether they should be able to buy a gun, or how about if they already own them? Once somebody is listed in a way that they cannot go buy a gun, if a gun dealer runs the background and says, no, you can't buy a gun. I don't know why. It doesn't show anything criminally. I don't know why you're on this list. They can't tell you. You can go find out. But once they're on there, is that the only thing they should not be able to do? Should they be able to buy ammo? Maybe they've already got guns. Worse yet, should they be able to buy a crossbow? Even worse yet, should they be able to buy a car? Just some questions that I pose for y'all to think about. If you want to talk about it, please call us, 910-333-0139. Where does it stop?
Yep.
When does it stop? How many more? I'm sorry, the guy was mentally unstable when he killed the 3 kids at the school. How many more of those are we going to look at? What do we know? We will learn either immediately or at some point in time during the investigation or headed for the trial, because sometimes they will plead, I was mentally ill, so I should not be held or deemed to be guilty of this crime and have to pay the consequences. If nothing else, they will use it as their defense at some point in time.
Or in the case of the New York shooter, the football player,
Yep.
had me tested for CTE.
Stress.
No, the football injuries.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yep.
but
I'm just a firm believer that a lot of these people who commit these terrible acts want to use excuses
Oh, they
like,
do.
I'm, have a mental illness, or I have PTSD, or I have the CTE is what you said.
CTE.
See, yeah. I believe that there are those that are mixed up with the actual that do commit.
They're fakes.
Right. And I just think that it's become too easy these days to say, oh, he or she has a mental problem,
Mhm.
which to some degree we all do.
Mhm.
But instead of putting the responsibility where it needs to go, it's just too easy to say, oh, they have this, they have that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just tired of it.
I am too. But I think you both know my feelings,
Yes.
and our listeners do.
Yes.
You can either be good or evil.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Simple as that.
Exactly, Chris, and I agree with you, because I think some of this stuff that has happened over the recent days and in recent times is not been mental health illness. It's been pure evilness.
Do you think that those with mental illness understand what they have?
It depends on to the extreme of what they have, I guess. I mean, we all could say we have a little bit of mental instability or illness within ourselves, but
Well, we've all had some kind of, we've all had stress.
yes.
We've all had
Oh, yes.
a traumatic experience,
Oh, yes.
but not to these extremes.
Is it just because, I didn't get my way as a kid and my mother beat the crap out of me? Mine did not. She probably should have. But it just because I was abused, just because I have been to war, just because I have been in a wreck and I rolled over 8 times. And like I saw a comedian last night said, who was counting when you rolled over 8 times? Okay, there's one. How do you know you rolled over 8 times? But that's what they will report. At what time does their excuses not matter to me? I mean, I hate it for you if that is indeed the case.
I think maybe you hit a little bit on it. I didn't say beat, or you said beat. I wasn't beaten. I was spanked quite often.
Oh, there's a difference.
Yep.
There's a
yes.
difference. I was
yes.
I don't know that the parents of today spank their children. I don't think they.
There's
in most
no
cases.
official punishment. Okay, come in here. Let's talk. Okay, you're guilty. Grab the chair railing or grab the chair handles and hold on and give them a spanking. Not beating them with a stick, not a switch, not a fly swatter. You don't need a bullwhip.
Nope.
They need a paddling. And that's what it's called.
But when a North Carolina liberal judge told or made a ruling that a child could turn their parents in for spanking them,
Well, that went over real well.
All right, let's take a ride. I'm going to the blue water where the big fish are waiting. All the way out to 20 nautical miles. You might not like it out there, but it'll be okay. Today, questionable boating weather for at least part of this week, but it'll be all right. Easterly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 3 to 5 every 8 seconds, sounds and rivers of moderate chop. It could get worse, and it will be. Easterly winds around 10 knots tomorrow, seas 4 to 5, 2 to 4 near shore, sounds and rivers of light chop. Wednesday, 5 to 10 knot winds out of the south. Nice, gentle breezes, 2 to 4 footers. Nice on Wednesday. you might want to go out then. Sounds and Rivers of Light Chop. We do have a thing brewing. Go ahead.
All right. Today will be mostly sunny with a high near 84 with east winds 5 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 63. Tuesday, mostly sunny, highs near 82. And Wednesday, a chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms developing in the afternoon, partly sunny with a high near 84.
There's one X on the map out there. Not totally X-rated today. The other day there were 4 at one time.
Yes.
In the central tropical Atlantic, that's off of the between Africa, about halfway between Africa and the Leeward Islands, a little bit, not quite as halfway yet, but there's what they call a wave, or now it's listed as a disturbance. As of 8 o'clock this morning, there is a 70% chance of cyclone formation within 7 days, 50% within the next 2 days. It's going to form into something, probably a tropical depression, at least by midweek. Wednesday, Thursday is what they're looking at right now. It's there is a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms out there. Conditions appear generally conducive for gradual development of this system off to its northeast or northwest. There's a big area out there where the waters, the weather patterns, and everything else are just perfect for this thing to move into and build. That's what the National Hurricane Center is saying. May happen, conditions may change, and may be suddenly not very conducive for development, but right now I'd go with the worst case scenario. Mm-hmm. It will develop into something within the next 7 days. It's been moving a little faster than the waves that have been coming off Africa since it came off Friday afternoon, Friday evening. It's zipping right along, moving west-northwestward, literally zipping right along. It's covered a lot of ground in the last 2 days, 48 hours. It is approaching or en route to the northern Leeward Islands by the end of this week. The northern Leeward Islands is going to be like the Virgin Islands, over towards Puerto Rico a little bit to the west, down a little bit from the upper Leeward Islands. But that's generally what it's looking like. There's no course, there's no direction of travel at this time. Once it forms into something tropical, generally there's rotation associated with that. Rotation will give it a direction of travel. Right now it's kind of meandering. It's just a mass of thunderstorms moving generally towards somewhere between Maine and Cuba. It's no more guaranteed than anything else. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what's on shore. I haven't looked into that yet. What's over the coastal United States? If there's anything there that will not push it away. Weather patterns don't generally attract it like a lot of people think. There will be some troughs that are formed and do whatever, but most of the things that develop in the direct where a storm is heading is stuff that gets in its way, turns it, bends it, moves it, shakes it, bends me.
I have a song there.
There was.
I was thinking kind of a dance. Yeah.
Yep. 1960s, was it?
Yep.
I just want you to know I started Met Ed, which is a meteorology education, and there's like 450 courses, and I think
50 courses.
450 courses? 56 courses in it if you're interested in it. And this was given to me Saturday to go to. I think that course is probably like for college kids that are studying to be a meteorologist, not to be a weather spotter. But I'm still taking it, and it's interesting and learning a lot.
Are you talking to Dan or Bobby?
Bobby. That's the website he gave me.
He's the weather geek.
And I sent him back an email, and I said, what should I be taking here?
He said everything.
And he said, take blah, 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 which there's like, for each subject, there's like 100 I don't know, but it's interesting because I've always followed the weather and I've always loved being. I'm a weather geek, and if I could do my life all over again, my career, I'd be a meteorologist. That's what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, you get paid whether you're right or wrong. 50%.
You want to ride storms with me?
You get an
Come on, let's
increase
go.
in pay. If you're on TV, your salary goes up every year.
Whether you're wrong or not.
In
right.
local TV markets, the chief meteorologist, if he's been around for a while, makes more money than anybody else in the station, including the general manager.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's because everybody depends on him.
I had people working for me. I was the news director. I mean, that was my operation. I had people working for me that made more money than I did, and I paid them that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how stupid are you?
Well, speaking of money, if I may use that segue,
money.
Wreaths Across America's bike run this past Saturday at New River Harley Davidson. We want to thank all the bikers and those that came to the car show and entered. We thank them. We thank Onslow County Sheriff's Department. I want to thank Kathy for her hard work.
Did she ride a Harley?
We used to ride, but they weren't Harleys, but she worked very hard. Yeah, she worked very hard, and we were able to make enough money to purchase 59 more wreaths.
Oh, 59.
59 more.
That's a bunch.
That is a bunch. We also got a donation from Eddie Rose.
Eddie, buddy.
Thank you, Eddie.
And Bryn Mawr Jewelers made a nice contribution. So we're getting there. We still need more. And one question I keep getting asked is, how short are we going to be? Well, we're going to be as short. We're going to be as short as we will be if people don't donate. And someone mentioned this to me. They said $17 for a wreath is awful expensive. I went,
huh?
Go look at a retail live balsam wreath.
I don't think you can buy a fake one for that, can you?
No.
Okay.
But more importantly,
it's the meaning behind it.
It's the meaning.
Oh my gosh.
They say, well, what do we do? You stand there and you call out that veteran's name. You say thank you and you lay the wreath on there. It's so touching. If you do it once, you'll do it again.
I agree.
Thank you for that.
I agree.
And thank you, team.
I agree.
Well, this is a team to be proud to be part of. I don't join much of anything.
Speaking of, I will say this, Sergeant Major Mayfield, because he did it here on the show. He not only did the invocation Saturday, he sang the national anthem.
Yay.
And did a great job. And then he laid into the military riders like only a Sergeant Major Mayfield can do.
Okay.
Did you explain things to them?
He explained things real well. So.
All right.
Set them up and yada, 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 yada.
Yeah.
There was a yada, 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 a lot of that yada, yada. No doubt about that.
Yeah. Well, thank you all. Thank you all again.
Sergeant Major. Sir. You betcha. Okay. Tomorrow. It's
Tomorrow, I have not changed the board up there yet. Tomorrow will be Michael Yanero is coming in to visit us.
Mike Yanero?
Yes.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
City Council?
Yes, he's running for an at-large seat on the city council, and he's going to talk to us about National Night Out, which is coming up this coming weekend.
He was a major player in that thing for so long.
Oh, yes. And
we got awards for that.
He will have it. Yes, we did. He will have a tent out there. So come by and see him and come by and see me because I'll be working the tent.
That's coming up this Saturday.
This
and it's like about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It starts
5 to 7:30 or something like that. Yeah, it's.
Now it's going to be in the Commons, y'all. It's not downtown. It's in the Commons, y'all.
Yes.
And have I mentioned it's in the Commons? It's not downtown. It is in the Commons. And while you're there, look for the Onslow Amateur Radio Club. And
I was just going to say, hopefully we're near you so I can work both.
And Crime Stoppers will be out there.
Yes, maybe we'll all three be together.
I will be.
Yes.
I'll be downtown. I'll be upstairs at the.
Oh, yeah. You got the gravy one. I'm like, gosh, gravy.
Rank has those privileges? No. Old people are treated nicely.
Just upstairs in a nice, cushy office with air conditioning. And I'm like,
oh, it'd be nice.
Of course, it'd be nice out this Saturday.
It'd be absolutely better than the national night outs in the past.
It'd be very, very nice.
Sweltering, raining, and.
Yeah. And then later in the week, of course, Dr.
Peter
Rose will be
Rose.
here. Yeah, Peter Rose.
There you go.
And Peter Wright will be back Wednesday.
Peter Rose to attention, right?
And Thursday, of course, we have Miller time. And Friday, hopefully Thursday or Friday, we will be having our state senator,
So
Senator Lazar.
we need to have him here. We have questions he's got to answer, just like Radio Shack
We
used
do
to.
have plenty of spots if anybody wants to call me and want to come in.
Well, we missing the school superintendent.
I know we're working on it.
Well, he said to call him. And who else did I say to
He's
call?
we've already worked out a plan. So it's just,
Let's see, this is the first Tuesday.
yes, of the month. So our congressman should be next Tuesday.
Second Tuesday, I think it is. So we'll have to gear up for him. And I got to get hold of Senator Tillis again. He's becoming kind of unchained as far as his comments are concerned because he's not running for re-election, and he's doing it the way people should do it from the first day they're in office. Get her done the way you want it done. You know.
Yes.
And, you there are certain ways you got to do things. You'll learn the protocol, but when you're a newbie up there, don't wait for 12 years to go by, so you feel like you can do things and get stuff done. Hit the ground running. To do that, you've got to understand what you're getting into, and you should be studying a lot. If you want to replace a senator, if you want to move up, if you want to be a city councilman, a county commissioner, a school board member, you really need to step up to the plate, not during the election. You should be able to answer any question about any topic affecting that particular position that anybody pops up with you. If you have to stop and say, I'll get back to you on that, then you haven't done your homework.
Well, relating back to that, we are now in day 6 of the government shutdown. Day 6.
Has anybody noticed any difference?
They're still bickering and fighting and accusing each side. Everybody's accusing each other and making nasty comments, making funny memes. I swear. Diaper diplomacy, you've got to watch it.
Those diapers are full.
Yeah.
They need to be emptied.
But yeah, there's nothing yet. We'll see what happens this week.
Okay. Okay, let's take a break.
Yes, we will.
Yep, 22 hours worth.
Yes.
Longest break in history. We will see you guys tomorrow morning. Lee, Chris, and yours truly. We've had a blast so far. And then we'll talk about getting ready for the ball game, too. It's about time. I mean, it's only been 3 days. We got to start talking about what we're going to do this weekend.
I don't know, but hot
Friday
chocolate,
night?
we may have to consider it because I kept telling Rayford, you need to bring a jacket or something with you. I left mine in the truck and I about froze to death. And I think that's why I felt so bad Saturday. But yeah.
I didn't have any problems. I brought my jacket
I know,
with
that's
me.
what I'm saying. You brought yours and I did not bring, I left mine in the truck here. So.
Well, there was probably another one in the car. I know. No, we were
It's
driving
okay.
Robbie's car.
It's okay. Lesson learned. But I'll be ready this Friday night.
We will see you guys tomorrow morning, please. On the
Right.
roads out there, we had a horrific wreck yesterday, damage-wise.
Yes.
I don't know about people-wise. I don't know how they weren't hurt. Pictures that I saw on Piney Green Road, lots of sirens. Slow your butts down and pay attention. Put your stupid cell phones down and pay attention. Be aware of your surroundings and pay attention. You need to do that. And just because that light up in front of you is green, or it doesn't mean that idiot to your right or to your left coming through
Right.
is going to stop. You can be right, as they say. Do you want to be dead right?
Wow.
You're live and local Real Talk, where we're awake, not woke. We'll see you in the morning.
Have a blessed
Bye.
day.